My lords, ladies, dames and gents, welcome to my humble abode. Sport Like It Is, back in session. My name is Ed and I brought with me one jocular jarhead. It is the future, Richard Maspero.
It's always the highlights of my week to see what you come up with.
It's always the highlights of my car ride home from work, man. We're here to build up to Super Sunday, as the Limeys like to call it. Two huge matches in prospect in the Barclays Premier League. We're going to start with Spurs City and then move on to Arsenal United. At Eastlands this week, they hammered Spurs 5 at White Hart Lane. Jolyon Nescott saying that Spurs aren't genuine title rivals, but they're playing the best football, aren't they?
They are playing exceptionally well, and you can't really say they're not title rivals just yet. They are looking fairly good, though. It's a Spurs side that we've not seen play this well in many years. I know you had the stat earlier about the best season for them in quite some time. So
89-90 was their last one.
Yeah, they're playing exceptional football. Can't really disagree that they're not title contenders. I still think it's going to be one of the Manchester clubs, but they are playing exceptional football, and they're going to make life tough for City this week.
But they're two sides that like to play kind of in that pocket between the opposition defence and midfield, right? Rafael van der Vaart does it with sort of expertise for Spurs, but then you've got on the other side David Silva, who, in my view, has been the player of the season so far. Lots of pace down the flanks. We know that Dzeko's brilliant in front of goals as Aguero, but they've got Adebayor. He might be fit for this one, but there's also, you know, Gareth Bale tearing down the flanks. Where do you see this one won and lost tactically?
Tactically, I think for both sides it's going to be pretty key, you know, who's got the best attacking options, and for me at the moment I just think City are head and shoulders above the rest. They really have looked, but they have looked dangerous going forward on 9 times out of 10. Defensively maybe a little shaky at the back, but still I think Spurs are going to find them a tough nut to crack down at the back, and up front, you know, they're just so good at the moment. I really think that City have got more firepower in terms of up front and scoring goals than Spurs do.
So City for you to win this one?
Yeah, I think City will win this one. I know you were slightly reserved about that, but I honestly, I don't think it's going to be a high scoring affair. We're not going to see a big result in this one, but I think City will edge it probably by a goal or two.
I think if Modric has a good game, and that's potentially key, he'll have to negate kind of the effect of the defensive midfield, particularly a guy like Milner who likes to drift in off the flanks.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. I'm going for a draw. Richard's going for a City win. That leads us very nicely into, you know, rivalry that's been around for 16 years. Wenger and Ferguson. Wenger had a go at the referee, the young 26-year-old Geordie, the other day against Swansea, where they lost 3-2, of course. Is that rivalry kind of been watered down over the years? Everybody says that they're kind of closer now, a bit more chummy, a bit more pally?
I think they're a little bit closer. I don't think the rivalry's diminished at all. I still think they're fierce rivals and highly competitive people, both of them. And you know, it's good to see rivalries like that. I mean, that's what you want to see in football. You want to see two managers who have a good go at each other, and you want to see a bit of niggle both on and off the field. So I don't think it's diminished, but I think they will at least have a chat to each other after the game.
Maybe a glass of red wine as well.
Yeah.
Possibly not. Well, we might actually see Robin van Persie and Thierry Henry line up against each other this weekend. Robin van Persie has obviously been the figurehead this season, but to me, and my view, Jack Wilshere going forward is going to be the figurehead of Arsenal Football Club. He's been sorely missed in midfield. His kind of ability to retain possession, his work rate, his ability going forward, the way he threads passes through, he's a seriously key individual going forward for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to be key to them. But as you said, that partnership up front for me, I cannot wait to see that Van Persie and Henry duo and what they can do. I think they're going to be brilliant together. So I'm hoping to see that, and hopefully, you know, Arsenal put in a good showing. You remember what happened last time in the league? They got absolutely thumped. I don't think it's going to be the same sort of scoreline, but I don't know. I still think United should edge it.
Yeah, we knew the jokes last time. I'd hate to be an Arsenal fan. It was a kind of hackneyed joke. They've kind of been the perennial side in transition. Lots of guys have moved on. Well, obviously Nasri's moved on, and so has Fabregas. United, this game is tailor-made for a guy like Paul Scholes. We saw Swansea dictate possession, which is not very easy to do against Arsenal, and it traditionally hasn't been because they've kept the ball very well. Do you think it's, you know, kind of tailor-made for a guy like Scholes to come back in? Of course, he's making his big comeback. You don't think he'll be blowing too hard by the end of the game?
No, I don't think so. I think they've used him quite wisely since he's come back. I think I agree with you though. I mean, he is that sort of player. He rises to the occasion. He's a physical guy. You know, everybody said a lot about his lunging tackles and his physicality on the ball.
No stud in somebody's thigh.
You know, that sort of stuff. But he's going to be key for United. That's what they need in a game like this, is a hard man in midfield, and hopefully he's going to provide that for them.
Potentially with Giggs as well in midfield, that could also provide a lot. And Rooney as well is so key to United's success, mobility up top. Where are you going for that one?
I think United, but as with the City game, I think it's going to be a close one. I don't think United are going to run away with it. Once again, a goal or two, and both halves of Manchester celebrating this weekend.
Of course, it was Aaron Ramsey, the solitary goal at the end of last season, but United, of course, went on to win the title. So Manchester had the edge over North London last time. I believe Manchester United will go to the Emirates and win this weekend. I'm sure Arsenal fans will frown upon my view there, and yours indeed as well. But I will be in Hong Kong next week, but Richard, the future Maspero, will be guiding you through proceedings. Until next time, cheers, guys.
Cheers.